Hello everyone, thanks for checking out my quick introduction to Prophusion, which is my Docker-based solution for running many PHP versions on one machine with one configuration. So today I'm just going to show the PHP info page because that's the quick introduction way to show stuff. I'm not going to get into how you might run your own custom application from within this container in this video. This is just to show you Prophusion itself. So what I'm showing you right now is just a host machine that already has Docker installed. That's really the only prerequisite to using Prophusion, is that you have Docker. So I'm going to run this command here. If you're not familiar with Docker, I'll go over it quickly. Docker runs, fairly self-explanatory. The -i and t modifiers cause you to be able to run an interactive shell once the container has launched. So I'll be able to run a bash shell within that. This is a port mapping. So port 8080 on my host machine is going to map to port 80 within the container. The interesting part here is this environment variable that's going to get passed into the container, which is just telling it that when I start it up, I want to start with PHP version 7.0.12. This is the image name, which, whoops. This is the image name, which I already have this image downloaded on my host, so it's just going to start up immediately. The first time you run this command, you won't have this image, and it will download that off of Docker Hub. And then this is just saying that after everything is started up in the container, go ahead and give me a bash shell. All right, so I'm going to run that, and what we see is that immediately something here was downloading. And what that was that it went and saw, oh, you asked for PHP version 7.0.12, you don't have that right now, so it found it remotely, downloaded it, and then simultaneously, actually, as it was downloading, it unpacked and verified it, and then enabled PHP 7 within Apache within the container. So cool. So now let's see what we've got. So I'm going to put up a web browser on the side here. And let's go to that port 8080 on localhost that I mapped it to. And look, we've got PHP version 7.0.12. Excellent. So of course the point of Prophusion is to be able to run many PHP versions. So how does that work? Well, there's a couple of ways that you can tell it to run a different version. Probably the easiest one is within the container. You can run another command, Prophusion Apache version, and then the version number you care to run. So let's try 5.6.25, and we'll get another download because it doesn't have 5.6.25. And then it unpacked, installed it on Apache, restarted Apache, and if we take a look, oh, great, now we're at 5.6.25. It's just that easy. And then the one other thing that I just want to demonstrate is, of course, it only has to download it once if you already have that PHP version because you've run it already within the container, or if you use shared data volumes within Docker, you can do this as well. Then it won't re-download it. So we were at 7.0.12 last time, I think. Yep, so this time all it had to do was restart Apache, and we're back to 7.0.12. Okay, so that's Prophusion. Of course, the main use case for this would be for more complex integration or system testing, or even just manual testing of your application within your web browser on multiple PHP versions. And to do that, to start with at least, that would typically involve mounting your source code within the container at var www.html, in which case your application would get served up instead of the PHP info page. All right, thanks for watching, everyone.